What I'm about to show you is a prime example of how less is actually more. You see here is a website for a pest control company. This is the first thing you see when you get on their website. It's otherwise known as their hero section. So I'll admit it's not the worst hero section I've seen, but it definitely can use some improvements, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. If you scroll down just a bit, you see that they have one, two, three, four, five different buttons, and those buttons there are called call to action buttons. They're basically asking visitors to take a specific action. So they have five different buttons here. If you scroll down just a little bit more, there's a sixth call to action button. The main thing I'm pointing out here is that there's too many call to action buttons competing for attention against each other. Basically, there's just too much going on, right? You don't want to be cluttering your screen and confusing users with all these different call to action buttons, asking them to do different things. So what you see here is just something I put together for demonstration purposes. It's basically their hero section, but rebuilt to improve their conversion rate. And what I mean by conversion rate is basically just taking more people who find your website and see your website and taking more of those people to calls or leads or clients. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the hero headline. It says, "Got pests, we're there the same day." So if you put yourself in the mind of someone who is reaching out to a pest control company, or if you're someone who has reached out to a pest control company recently, you're not really shopping around too much. Maybe you saw, I don't know, maybe a mouse, or you have bed bugs or termites or whatever it is. You're kind of looking for a solution pretty fast. So the headline makes that promise, and it also mentions their main value proposition, that they're there the same day and that they have same day appointments. Also, the sub headline, which it starts off with "Silver Bullet eliminates rodents." This basically follows up on the promise that's made in the headline. And then lastly, you can see there's only two call to action buttons, and I want to talk about that second one. It says book my free inspection. So, like I said, just putting something like get a free quote or learn more is not as specific as something like book my free inspection. Having a more specific call to action button is going to increase your conversion rates. And then lastly, just the trust signals along the bottom there. Like I said, this whole thing was put together to increase their conversion rate and make it faster for visitors to read, as opposed to having to scroll down so much to read your hero and to see your call to action buttons. If you're a business owner and you want me to check out your website to show you ways to increase your conversion rate, just comment the word audit down below and I'll take a look.